Well, Thursday was the first off day for the Eastern Conference quarterfinal playoff series between the Penguins and Ottawa Senators. Of course, the Penguins lost Game 1 at Mellon Arena on Wednesday night, 5-4. Kind of a discouraging setback for them. Both teams practiced Thursday. I'm Penguins beat reporter Rob Rossi, along with NHL reporter Josh Yohe. We're both for the Pittsburgh Tribune Review and Trib Total Media. And Josh, one of the things I thought about interesting practice today, you're looking at the Penguins, you're looking at the Senators. What was going on with the confidence of both clubs?
You know what, Rob? The Penguins never seem rattled to me, even during their funks this season. Some could almost call them something just short of arrogant, perhaps. They think everything is okay, and hey, they've won Game 7s in Washington and Detroit the last 2 seasons. This is not a team that gets rattled. I think they're fine, but I also get the feeling that they realize the importance of tomorrow night's game. You can't fall behind 2-0 at home, and they're very much aware of that.
It's a 4-4 game if that puck doesn't go off the glass, and we're probably not analyzing as much as we are right now. So, it's tight hockey. Am I going to get 6-7 shots every game? No. I'd love to. I hope I do, but it's probably not going to happen. So the ones I do get in the space and the opportunities I do get, I've got to make the most of it.
They're standing in the way of what you're trying to achieve. So I don't know how much more motivation you really need there.
That's what the Penguins had to say. Josh, you spending a lot of time with the Ottawa Senators so far, and I'm just curious, some thoughts from you being around this team. What are you looking for? What do you think's working? What do you think they need to improve on? And is there any news we need to know about with them?
Well, first of all, the injury news is big. Milan Mikhailiuk is out for the season. He's really one of their important wingers. He scored 22 goals this season. He was part of the big Danny Heatley trade last year, and this is a big blow. They lost Alexei Kovalev last week, and those are arguably 2 of their biggest wild cards. You know about Spezza and Alfredsson, they're great players, but those 2 made up their second line, and they're very dangerous players, and they're both out. But, the Senators have a confidence about them, Rob. They really do, that they're not afraid of the Penguins. They've played them now 3 of the last 4 years in the playoffs. They know they can hang around with the Penguins, and they're a pretty cool bunch, and I think they're going to stick to a very disciplined game. I think they're going to try to win a 2-1 game tomorrow night, and they feel like they can do it, and they were pretty impressive last night.
One of the things Daniel Alfredsson said too, Josh, is that they're not going to be affected by this injury because they're a very disciplined team. They're going to stick with their game plan. This is maybe the team that has the biggest identity in terms of the past 2 or 3 he's played on.
I think, we went to the finals. We had a couple of years there where we didn't really have that identity as we do now. I think Corey's been done a great job of putting a system together that's goes throughout the whole team, and we've done a good job of buying into it, and I think we've surprised a lot of people, bouncing back and getting into the playoffs again, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
Well, I think it always builds throughout the series. There's always more and more kind of emotions that get run in, and we play each other so much that it's the fun part of the playoffs.
It's interesting to me, this off day, you're going to see a lot of adjustments made between Game 1 and Game 2. We should get a much better view of where the Penguins stand. Certainly, I think you think we're going to get a much better view of where the Senators stand.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow night. I don't think Ottawa's going to try to surprise anyone. They're going to keep it simple. And as for the Penguins, I think the biggest thing might be who's going to play with Evgeny Malkin tomorrow if indeed Ruslan Fedotenko does not play, and will there be some chemistry with Malkin and his line mates? He looked great on the power play, but they need him to get going even strength if they're going to win this series.
I get the feeling acquired at the deadline winger, Alexei Ponikarovsky, is going to have to earn his way into this lineup from here on out. He's going to have to show the Penguins something. It's just what I think. For Josh Yohe, I'm Rob Rossi. We're on the Penguins beat for the Pittsburgh Tribune Review and Trib Total Media.